Hi, I'm Griffin Cataldo, and this report is coming to you from eastern Massachusetts, where the air temperature is 33 degrees tonight in the eastern part of the state. And you can see the black sky, the buildings lit up as well, some cars going by on a fairly pleasant night in the city of Boston. For your weather headlines, we're watching a storm Wednesday, and we could get some winds from that storm. I think it'll get decently gusty on Wednesday, but we're on the warm side of the storm, so once we get the winds, those winds are going to usher in even more warm air than we will get tomorrow, which you'll see in a moment. For tonight, it's mostly clear night and perhaps some clouds late tonight. I'd put, if I had to put an area for it, I'd say eastern area is favored. To the west should be mostly clear. Temperatures 14 to 24 degrees, and that's kind of your bottom of the line temps for tonight. 14 in Pittsfield, 24 on the Cape, but those temps moderate a bit as we eventually switch over to a bit of a southerly, southwesterly breeze throughout the night. So by the time we get to tomorrow morning, that 14 turns into about 17 by the time you're waking up in the Pittsfield Hills. And for the Cape, in the city, I'd say we're starting the day around 30 degrees. So you can get the idea. We start out warmer and we bring in a warm breeze. It is going to be a fairly pleasant day for tomorrow, but there will be some clouds. So tomorrow is kind of clouds early for most of us. Cape and southern New England likely stay clear. And the west of Springfield stays pretty cloudy. Others will eventually clear, and then the Cape clouds up by afternoon, and then eventually everybody. So I think it's kind of a cloudy second half to the day for the majority of us, and then cloudy for the first few hours past sunset before the skies will clear away with the temperatures 43 to 49 degrees. For your winds tonight, they're calm, 0 to 5 miles per hour, not much going on, and I would lean more towards the lower end of that scale. For tomorrow, it's 5 to 10 inland, 10 to 15 in the eastern part of the state, and about 5 to 20 on the Cape. Your best shot at getting about 15 in eastern Mass is going to be in the afternoon of tomorrow, and those winds could gust up to perhaps 25 miles per hour in some locations. Best shot at that would be the Cape. And we are watching a storm on Wednesday. It's going to bring in some pretty decent rain with it, and it actually may be able to bring in a rumble of thunder or two as well. Kind of gets going early in the west, I'd say around 10 a.m., 11 a.m. in the morning or so. Starts out not super intense, and then it kind of picks up intensity, and it should really pick up intensity by the time we head towards 4, 5, 7 p.m. in the evening. That's when we're going to have a cold front knifing through the region, and so that'll provide another lifting source for our storm to use, and so I think it could get some pretty heavy rain with this. And we may get heavy enough rain falling at an intense rate and condensing enough that we actually may be able to get a rumble of thunder or two. And so there may be some localized winds that we'd have to deal with within this cold front and these storms that will be passing by, line of storms, if you will. But I'm not overly concerned about it because we're going to have probably 30 to 40 mile per hour winds across the board through your day on Wednesday. The only area where maybe I'd be looking for that would be in the Pittsfield Hills, where we kind of get some friction. We lose out on the winds a little bit as far as the widespread winds. Now these storms come through and they could get pretty gusty out that way. So I'd be looking for that. Otherwise, about an inch of rain is coming from this storm. And into the west, where it starts a bit earlier, I'd say we may be able to pick up 1 inch and 3/10 of an inch of rain out of the whole thing, perhaps even 1.5 inches in some spots. So obviously keeping an eye on that storm for Wednesday. But for now, the 7-day forecast will show you it's partly cloudy tomorrow, more clouds to the west, but kind of everyone gets cloudy once we head towards sunset. And then Wednesday is cloudy early, and then it's rain, perhaps even some thunder, but I don't think it'll be severe, just a pretty gusty day. And Thursday's cloudy, partly cloudy by the time we talk about Friday, and partly cloudy all the way up till Monday, 39 degrees by the time we talk about that day. That's my latest forecast right now. I'll be back with another update tomorrow. Have a fantastic rest of your night.